nNight Live. We are really excited that you are joining us today. I'm Tom Pounder, one of the student ministers here at New Life. Hey, before we begin, I do want to draw your attention to three quick things. The first thing is if you want all the information about what's happening at New Life with our student ministry from middle school all the way to high school, go to newlife.church/students. We update that very regularly, so stay up to date there. You can also get into our social media channels, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. We're constantly posting on there. The second thing is our chat room. Directly to your right is a chat room. While nNight Live is actually happening, we're going to have leaders and students in there chatting about the service and what's happening during this time. But it's also an opportunity for you to connect with some of your friends that you may not have seen in a while. So get in the chat room right now and say where you're watching nNight Live from tonight. Okay, and the last thing is if you want to use the hashtag nNightLive, if there was something funny that happened, or if you want to share where you're watching nNight Live from, use the hashtag nNightLive when you post on any of your social platforms. All right, we're ready to begin. I hope you enjoy the service, and I'll see you in the chat room.
It's shout out time!
Hello, my name is Rylan, and in this quarantine, I'm learning sign.
Hi, my name is Ethan Hardy, and I'm learning how to paint windowsills and trim.
I'm Tyler Buckingham, and I'm learning 3D modeling.
I'm Founder, and I've been learning how to do back handspring over in quarantine.
Hey everyone, I'm Trey, and during this quarantine, I'm going to be learning how to play the ukulele. I'm going to give you a little taste of Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley.
You're watching the Gnarly 90s. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gnarly 90s. I'm Tommy Two-Tone, your most bodaciously rad host with the mostest. I'm the hostess with the mostest. I've got my grunge flannel shirt on, my Batman shirt. Michael Keaton is the best Batman. And my Kurt Cobain hair. Isn't it great? Look at these highlights. These are fantastic. That's what they call them now. Highlights. You know what highlights are? Yeah, that's what we do back in the 90s. Yeah. All right. So glad you're here with me. I missed you a few weeks, But, I've just been sitting on my couch in my bedroom and just jamming to some of the great songs of the 90s. I want to sing you one song real quick. It's a friend of mine. His name is Eddie Vedder, and he sings with the Pearl Jam. Do you remember Pearl Jam? Yeah, Pearl Jam is so good. Okay, so me and Eddie, we're singing. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh, I'm still alive in my bedroom. Woo! All right. Well, I'm glad you're here with me again today. Again, it's Gnarly 90s, and I've got some movie trivia for us. We had some great movies in the 90s, and they were fantastically bodacious in the most rad way. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stick some VHS tapes into my little VHS recorder, and I'm going to play you movie clips. It took me a while to put it all together. I had to get one VHS and another VHS and merge them together with this weird cable thing and set it up with another TV and another TV. Yeah, it was great. So I put them in the VHS recorder, and I'm going to play you 4 movie clips. And they're going to be less than probably 10 seconds or something like that. But your job is to guess what totally rad 90s movie this was, okay? So you think you can play along with me? I want you to get 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. I want you to get them together. You should know these songs. Not songs. You should know these movies, man. Okay? So we're going to play the first one right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, on your mark. I think you should get this one pretty good. Okay, on your mark, get set, go! Run, Forrest, run! Did you guess? Forrest Gump? Yeah, he was running, man. He was running. He ran all over the place. He was crazy. Forrest Gump, such a great, epic movie of the 90s. It was awesome. I probably watched that one like 100 different times. It was gnarly, man. I loved it. Okay, so did you get that one right? Okay, you 1 for 1? Oh yeah, they're kissing each other. Okay, let's go to another one, okay? Are you ready? Get set, go.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
You know how many times I've done that in my life? You know, girl comes up to me and goes, hey, what's your name? And I'm like, Two-Toned. Tommy Two-Toned. And they were like, yeah, that's awesome. You're like pretending to be James Bond. Well, I was James Bond. Did you guess what the movie was? It was a James Bond movie, obviously, dude. But it was GoldenEye. It was the first movie that Pierce Brosnan played James Bond. He was awesome. GoldenEye. And then kissing the girl. Right, kissing him. Like really kissing him. Okay, anyways. So that was great. You 2 for 2 yet? 2 for 2. 2 for 2. I'll be back in 2 and 2. There was a show in the 80s and 90s called Love Connection. And the guy would go, 2 for 2. Yeah, it was totally rad. So, anyways, you 2 for 2 today? Okay, yeah, I hope so. Okay, you ready? Okay, let's go for number 3. You ready? On your mark, get set, go.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Whoa, do you know that movie, man? That movie was so like mind-blowing. It was like crazy, man. That was Keanu Reeves before he was John Wick shooting everybody. He played the Matrix, man. He played in the Matrix and he was Kung Fu Master. Oh, sorry. He was Kung Fu Man. It was awesome. He was amazing. He was totally bodaciously rad. Keanu Reeves was probably the best actor of the 90s, man. He played in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which was a fantastic set. And then he played on Speed, that great movie with the blow-up bus and everything. He was awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go one more. That was a little challenging. You may not know this. Okay, but this one, I love this one. This one's good. Okay, are you ready? This is your chance. 4 for 4. Let's get it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
Run! It's a stampede! It's the game!
Jumanji! Did you get Jumanji, boys and girls? Ooh, I hope you did, because before The Rock and Kevin Hart ever played in Jumanji, there was an original Jumanji back in 1995. It was tubular, baby. It was so mind-blowing. Like, all these animals and monkeys and everything kind of came out of this game. And it was the original one, man. And then they built upon it with The Rock and Kevin Hart. It was potacious. I mean, those movies are great. But this was the original. If you haven't seen it yet, man, you gotta see it. It's like rad. It's awesome. So, who got 4 for 4? Who got it? Did you get 4 for 4? Yeah, like that? 4 for 4? I hope you did, man. It was awesome. This 90s stuff, it's awesome. It's bad. It's rad. You know I'm rad. I'm rad. You know it. Yeah, I hope you're rad too. Okay. So, thanks everybody for joining me for Gnarly 90s. Again, as I always like to close out my segments, I want you to know just how appreciative of you I am, because you guys are great. I love you. I really love you. I love you always, forever, even forever. I love you always, forever. I love you. Have a totally gnarly ride today and the rest of your week. See you later, boys and girls. Woo!
Hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. want to give you a couple of announcements. For middle schoolers, tomorrow night we have our middle school Zoom group. It's a good time to hang out with some friends, play, goof around, have a good time, and learn a little bit too. Also, on Sunday morning at 11:20 during the 11 o'clock service, we have our Zoom group for, we play some games, but we also have a little bit of a class and learn some things together. Also, we changed our Switch games from Wednesday to Tuesday at 6 p.m., so you can connect up with us and have a really good time goofing around and beating up on Tom and me a little bit. How fun is that? Also, I wanted to remind you of the website, newlife.church/nstudents. You can check out all kinds of good information on the website about what to do for high school and middle school. Hey, why don't you join us for worship now?
When darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and shame is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. 'Cause my fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Shame no longer has a place to hide, and I am not a captive to the lies. I'm not afraid to leave my past behind. I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. 'Cause my fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. There's power that can break off every chain. There's power that can empty out a grave. There's resurrection power that can save. There's power in your name. Power in your name, yeah. There's power that can break off every chain. There's power that can empty out a grave. There's resurrection power that can save. There's power in your name. Power in your name. And my fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love.
You were the word at the beginning. One with God. now revealed with you are Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing can stand against. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. You didn't want heaven without us. So Jesus, you brought heaven down. My sin was great, your love was greater. What could separate us now? What a wonderful name it is. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing can stand against. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. Death could not hold you. The veil tore before you. You silenced the boast of sin and grave. The heavens are roaring the praise of your glory. For you are raised to life again. You have no rival. You have no equal. Now and forever, God, you reign. Yours is the kingdom. Yours is the glory. Yours is the name above all names. What a powerful name it is. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a powerful name it is. Nothing can stand against. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus.
Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great time on nNight Live tonight. We're so glad that you were watching along with us and hopefully chatting along with us in the chat room. As we wrap up our time, I do want to give us a little bit of a challenge, something a little bit to think about. I'm going to lead off by just asking the question is, what are you willing to do for someone else? What are you willing to do for someone else? Would you give them money? Would you give them food? Would you let them stay at your house even though you may not know them? Would you let them have your gaming device or let them borrow your car? What are you willing to do for someone else? I want you to think about that for a second. When my kids were younger, one of the things that I was willing to do was let them borrow my phone, my iPhone, to play games. And now you might be thinking, well, Tom, that's not such a big deal, or whatnot. But when my kids were younger, and they were younger, they're not the age they were now, they wanted to borrow my phone and play some silly games and whatnot. And the thing is, they were younger, and they would drop things from time to time, and they would break things from time to time. I remember Riley, my oldest, she used to carry around a bunch of DVDs back when DVDs were really popular. DVDs of her favorite shows, and then she would always take them around everywhere, and it would get scratched. And then you would try to put them in the DVD player, and it wouldn't be able to work very well. And so trusting my daughters with my phone was a big deal, because anytime you drop it, who knows what will happen. It may break and shatter the screen, and $100 later, you get the point. It's just a big deal, and I was able to trust them with that. I was able to give that over to them. Well, today we're going to look at a story that Jesus was willing to do for someone else, and we're going to talk about how that applies to our lives. Because, again, as we hear stories about Jesus, whether it's at school or some other place in the community or at home, sometimes it's misinformation. Sometimes it's information that's not completely accurate. And so one of the things that we wanted to do at nNight Live is just to share different stories that are found in the Bible about Jesus and God and who they are, who they really are. And so today we want to look at a story about Jesus and what he was willing to do. So here's the story. It's found in Matthew chapter 8, verses 1 through 3. It's really short. It says this: Large crowds followed Jesus as he came down the mountainside. Suddenly, a man with leprosy approached him and knelt before him. Lord, the man said, if you are willing, you can heal me and make me clean. Jesus reached out and touched him, said, I am willing, be healed. And instantly, the leprosy disappeared. Instantly, the leprosy disappeared. Here's the story. Here's two things that stood out to me about that story. Jesus was willing to sacrifice himself for somebody else. See, I don't know if you know what leprosy is, but leprosy is a skin disease that impacts your whole body, and it starts and it just kind of slowly but surely eats away at your skin, and it causes your whole body to become dead. And so it's a very contagious thing, and if you touch it, you will get it. Okay, so if you touch it, you will get it. So people stayed away from people with leprosy. In fact, anytime someone with leprosy would come by, they would yell, unclean, unclean, so that people can stay away from them and not get the leprosy. But Jesus showed that he was willing to sacrifice himself, put himself at risk of getting leprosy for somebody else. Now again, Jesus also showed that he was willing to sacrifice his well-being when he sacrificed his life on Good Friday, when he gave himself up for all of us. So Jesus, time and time again, shows that he's willing to sacrifice himself for us and for our other people. The second thing is he had a desire to make someone clean. He had a desire to heal someone. The guy said, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Just touch me if you're willing. And Jesus said, I'm willing. I want to. I want to heal you. I want to help you. I want to be there for you. So the question I have for you tonight as we wrap up is, are you willing to let Jesus heal you? Are you willing to let Jesus come into your life and heal you today? Now you may be thinking, well, what do I need to be healed with? My life is pretty good. Hey, I thought that as well. My whole life I thought, gosh, I'm pretty good. I have a great family, great brothers that supported me. My mom and my dad, they loved me and cared for me. I had a great life growing up. But there was something missing in my heart. There was something missing in my life that caused me to have not a fulfilled life. And I needed healing. I needed someone to come in and help me and lead me through it. You may be thinking you're in that same spot. Something's missing in your life. Well, maybe that's Jesus. He's willing and wants to come into your life. Will you let him heal you? Will you let him help you? Maybe you're hurt or you're healing. You need to be healed from some sort of addiction. Maybe it's drinking addiction. Maybe it's porn. Maybe it's drugs. Maybe it's gaming. There's lots of different addictions in the world. Maybe Jesus can bring healing to you today. The question is, are you willing? Do you want that? I know for me, again, I had a good life. Things were going good in my life. But there was something missing, and I needed that help. I needed that support. I believe that we can all have healing and help and hope through Jesus. Remember, John 10:10 says, I've come to give you life and life to the full. You may have a good life right now, but maybe it's not a full life. A full life comes when we've accepted Jesus as our Savior and follow him, choose to go after him with everything we've got. So I want to encourage you today. Jesus is willing. He wants to help you. He sacrificed his life for you. Are you willing to let him come into your life and impact it for the better? I know I look back in my life and never think, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I wouldn't have let Jesus in my life. He's made such a positive impact in my life, and I know he can make a positive impact in your life as well. The question is, are you willing? So tonight, as you kind of reflect and as you're in your bed and just reflecting on your day, I want to encourage you to reflect on this passage, Matthew 8, verses 1 through 3. Read through that story again. If you don't have the YouVersion Bible app, just get it. It's on any app store. It's a great Bible app that you can use, very easy to use. But I want to encourage you to look at that, read through that story again, and trust God with something today. Ask him to heal something in your life today. Now, he'll heal you. I believe it. He'll give you hope. He'll give you help. It may not be immediate, like in this story, but he will bring healing and he will bring hope. And I know it. I know he can do that in your life today. So the question is, will you let him do that in your life today? I hope that you do. Hey, let me pray. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for today. Thank you for who you are. Thank you that you are willing to help us, willing to give us hope, and willing to guide us through all of life. I just pray right now that you would encourage us, you would nudge us, you would challenge us to reflect on our life, honestly reflect on our lives, and see how you can make a positive impact in our life for the better. So Lord, we thank you for all that you've done, all that you've given us, and I praise your name. Amen. Hey, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We're really glad that you came out, and we hope you come out next week. I also want to encourage you, just go to newlife.church/students to get all the latest information on what's happening with the student ministry. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.